better belly yoga. In this segment, we'll focus specifically on the front of the belly. Specifically, we're going to be looking at the abdominis rectus, which is that long sheath of muscle that runs from just under your ribs all the way down to your pelvis, to your six-pack abs. What we'll also be working on is eliminating any lower belly pooch. If you're a beginner, please watch Megan during this series and notice that she has a chair and a belt from her bathrobe, which will assist her with the standing balances in just a few minutes. If you have an advanced practice, then you don't need any props, and then please follow along with Bonnie. Later on, I'll be using the yoga strap. Let's begin with our feet completely together. Lift up your toes, feel your feet gently pushing down into the ground, and start with the hands at Namaste. Breathing deeply through the nose only. That's really great. Let's inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Enjoy that big stretch in the front of your body. And then exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands down to wherever you can. If you touch the floor, see if you can get your palms on the floor. If you can't quite touch the floor, then bend your knees a little bit or bring your hands to your shins. Let's inhale, come up halfway into that spinal extension. Exhale, forward fold, and just step back to plank. So plank is simply the top of a push-up. Draw your belly muscles in, and if you need it to be just a little bit more gentle, consider coming down onto your knees like Megan. Otherwise, be really, really sure that your hips aren't sagging. Draw up and in, and we'll move slowly through Chaturanga. Try to hover over your mat for just a moment, and then come all the way down onto your belly. Untuck your toes, make sure your hands are directly under your shoulders, and lift your chest into Cobra. So Cobra is a gentle back bend. Be sure to work at your own level wherever you feel good today. It might be a little bit lower like Megan. You might even be looking up to the sky like Bonnie. See what feels good for you. Let's tuck the toes under and lift the hips. Downward facing dog, using the strength of your belly. In downward facing dog, once again, feel your heels pushing down and your sit bones lifting up. So lift your hips a little bit higher, draw your belly in. Let's lift the right leg up to the sky, energize those toes, and then start to bring the knee forward to meet the nose, rounding the spine like a cat. Inhale, up and back, reach. Exhale, bring your nose to your knee. You might even want to do this with the other knee on the floor. Lift all the way up and back, and then carry your foot through between your hands, and bring the back knee down to the floor, untucking the toes. Let's bring both hands to the front thigh. You should feel really, really stable here, really grounded. Releasing the arms. Inhale, reach all the way up. Big stretch to the front of the body. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more times. So notice when you come down, it's like a big abdominal crunch. So really squeezing your belly right there. 1 more time. Stretching here and contracting there. Hands come all the way down to the floor. Stepping back to plank on your toes or your knees. Chaturanga. All the way down. Setting up Cobra. So untuck those feet and start to lift your chest. So maybe this time you come up a little bit higher, now that all those muscles are really warm. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. We'll be in downward facing dog for 3 deep breaths. From here, we're going to take a look at the way that Megan is practicing this. So if you're newer to yoga, let's be really, really aware of how she modifies this so it's right for her body. Notice in downward facing dog, she bends her knees a little bit. I'm going to ask her to go ahead and lift her left leg. Left leg goes up. And bring the knee forward to meet the nose into that cat tilt. Beautiful. Lift all the way up and back again. Notice how her other knee is on the floor for support. And bring the knee forward to meet the nose. 1 more time. Lift all the way up and back. So knee is down or it can be up. Bring it all the way through. Foot comes between the hands. Bring your hands to that front thigh. Find that stable base. So good. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold to wherever you can. Notice the strength in her belly. Inhale all the way up. Fill the body with breath. Stretch. Exhale, contract at the bottom. Notice how strong she is right there. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring the hands all the way down to the floor. Step back to plank. Notice that Megan is practicing on her knees. Chaturanga slowly. And Bonnie's got her knees off of the floor. Coming down into Cobra. And then making your way into downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, feel the heels push down towards the floor once again. Looking between your hands, bend your knees. You can walk or step your feet to your hands. Let's inhale up halfway into a spinal extension. Exhale, draw those belly muscles in. Come all the way up, circle the arms around you. Touch the sky, big stretch. Hands come to namaste. Great job.